Supah Play is back again with an amazing market watch, and this time we're going to be diving into Fusion World. So if you're new to the channel and you like these type of videos, definitely smash that like button, comment down below, and let me know what your thoughts are on Fusion World and their prices. And right now we know that Awaken Pulse Booster Box, the first set of Fusion World, is insanely priced. And everybody that I've met in the community and going to the celebration events are upset that these guys are charging $170 being the cheapest, and it just skyrockets to $245 and $250. That is insane. I think it shouldn't be marked up that high, but as someone who has experienced masters from early stages of the game, we noticed this. It was almost impossible to get a set 1 of Dragon Ball Super Card Game Masters at the time. Set 1 was nearly impossible, and we saw it even hit $250 at one point. I remember one of our earlier videos, Hero and I, we actually got half a box and we paid almost $100 something for it, and it was insane. But it was just so impossible to get these boxes. But let's get into it. So we're going to start talking about the most competitive starter decks that people are utilizing in this celebration events and tournaments that I've seen myself. And so right off the bat, we're going to talk about starter deck 4, Frieza starter deck, and it's an amazing deck, and it's potentially sold out almost. With Card Rush selling it at $34.95, and the cheapest is $32, and it's very limited quantity. Of course, not everyone got a hold of these starter decks, and some stores didn't, and they're marking them up insanely high right now. Again, another product that everyone's kind of upset that is relatively expensive currently. And so diving into the game, I think we're going to see this for now until the second wave comes out, which is relatively soon, I hope. But we're going to keep seeing these prices just be insanely high. And so the next one is starter deck Broly. This is the most competitive, I believe, deck in the game. One of the top five decks, I would say. And if you guys want to see what the top 5 decks are, let me know in the comment section below if you want to know that tier list or list of decks that you should be playing if you want to win competitively. And so obviously not that many quantities, only a few stores have it, and it's sitting at $48.50. Relatively expensive, I would say. I mean, I bought this for $15 at Battle Hour, which is pretty crazy to see it almost quadruple in its price. And then we go into the next one is starter deck 2, starter deck Vegeta, sitting at $37.47 being the cheapest, and again it slowly skyrockets back up in price, and we see it nearly almost $40. I mean, again, triple the price of what originally bought it. I pretty much bought it at Battle Hour. And obviously we're going to go into the sought out cards of this set, and they're the alternative art cards. And obviously we got the Ghost Rare Super Saiyan Son Goku Awaken Pulse from this set. If you've been playing One Piece or you've been playing any other card game in Yu-Gi-Oh, this is equivalent to the manga or Ghost Rare of the set. If you're in Masters, this is the Ghost Rare that we got with SS3 Goku a while back as a collector set. But as a card itself for this new set coming out, I think it's really awesome. It's the Seeker Rare that everyone's looking for, and I've seen it in Facebook and I've seen it on eBay go from $3,000 to $4,000, $5,000 to even $10,000. But as people have been posting and pulling these cards, they've plummeted in price, and right now TCG Player is $1,999, almost $2,000, or at $2,000, just a penny short, and then relatively 2.2. So I think this card is relatively worth anywhere between $1,750 to 2.2. That's the value I would go based on because of the pull rates that people are pulling this card. I heard it's relatively 1 or in every 2 cases, 3 cases. I mean, that's the word on the grapevine, right? So these are people that have told me. I don't know. I don't know the actual pull rate, but judging it, it may be from 3 to 4 cases, I'm assuming, or maybe less. I don't know. I've heard people pulling them every case, so I don't know. Don't quote me on that, guys. But again, we're going to the alternative art cards that are the most sought out cards from this set, and obviously Son Goku, which is the other 1 star. The other one was double star. This one's sitting at $115 to $120, relatively $150. So these prices are bananas if you're going to be collecting this game right now. So I would wait on it just until the second wave comes out, or if you really want to start collecting them now. Just know that you're going to be spending a pretty penny for some of these cards. And so we go on to the next one, one of the most sought out secret rares in the competitive play, I feel, is Son Gohan, the alternative art, the 7 drop that does everything. It nukes the entire board. Anything that costs 5 or less is KO'd. So, yeah, it's a pretty big monster, just like in the anime. One of the best cards, or the best characters when in the Cell Saga. But we see it at 108 being the cheapest, and obviously skyrockets in price from 108 to 130 to, let's see what the most expensive is. It being relatively, let's see, the most expensive is sitting at $200 or over 200. 300 is the most expensive. So holy cow. So if you wanted to get this card, it's going to cost $300 almost. The most expensive, but you want to save money. And obviously the most sought out secret, or not secret, the alternative art leaders that I think look amazing. If you haven't followed us on Instagram, I actually had the opportunity to record one of these and see how beautiful it looks like. So definitely go down to our description and follow us on Instagram as well to check it out. And as well as the whatnot, because we pulled some super hot fire on the whatnot, and people pulled it for $10 to $15, guys. So definitely check us out on whatnot. Follow us on both Insta and whatnot. But again, $229 to $307. This is the most sought out alternative leader in the game currently, and I could see why. Green is very powerful this format. And then obviously the second most expensive is Goku Black. I think this guy looks amazing. I personally feel that this guy looks top tier in terms of its art quality. One thing that Dragon Ball has always done, has created amazing artwork, and card quality is amazing as well. So I'm from Masters. I played Dragon Ball Masters since the beginning, and they've always surprised me with how they create the cards and how they look. So super amazing. Goku Black is sitting at 129, and obviously is very limited because per case you can only pull one of the leaders. I think one of each one, so you don't double down on each one. So every case you only get one leader from what I understood. And Trunks Future, the other one that's very expensive. I think this looks amazing. He's fighting obviously Goku Black. You can see the pink energy blade right there, and it's sitting at 125. And then we see it just skyrocket, guys. So if you're trying to collect some of these alternative leaders, it reminds me so much of One Piece when it first came out as well. Very expensive. You're going to be spending over $100 to $200 just collecting them. It's very expensive. And then obviously right now, if you're participating in your celebration event, you get to win either the Goku or the Vegeta. Obviously I said it backwards, Vegeta and Goku. And they're sitting at anywhere between 295 to an insane amount, being at 445 being the most expensive. And you just see it skyrocket in price. So right now this is the first look of what the MarketWatch is. It officially released this weekend, and these are the prices of these cards. So obviously market price $349 for Goku. Holy cow, that's the median. Holy cow. So you see it at 400. It just, again, this game is super hot fire. If you're going into Dragon Ball Fusion World, it's an amazing competitive and casual game. If you want to get into it, you could do both. It's so easy to pick up. I got my fiance into it, and I think you get your grandparents and your loved ones into this card game as well. It's so much fun. I have a blast. I've always been a huge fan of Dragon Ball Super, and to see it come out, and Masters, and see it come out with another version of it, I'm super excited. So there you guys have it. Obviously we have the overview of some of these cards. Definitely smash that like button. Comment down below what your thoughts are on this, and like we always say, everybody, y'all stay super.